See, that's the beauty of life. So all around, it's all happening. Okay, so you're welcome to the first in the series, the rooftop conversation about marriage, and we are all excited. You know, this is real fun.
Yeah.
So the good thing is today it's not just a couple because it's not how to get married and stay married. Today we've got in the building.
Anything.
In the building. Can you hear me, Nina? So
Yeah,
today in the building
I can hear you.
Jane. So Jane, hola.
Hi everyone.
Hey, Jane. You're welcome. And then we've got Moyo. Hey, Moyo. We can't hear
I
you.
think our
I
network
think
is.
Moyo says she can't hear anything.
Oh, she can't. Oh. And then we've got Nina. Nina in the building. Say
I mean, I
hello.
just heard you, but I can't hear her.
Hi,
Oh,
everybody.
okay, no, we can hear you.
We
Moyo,
have to
can you?
work on more. We have to.
Yeah, exactly. If you can stay down a bit so I can see your face. Right. So I'd just like to tender apologies. Sorry, we've been having technical issues because everybody is in different locations, and so we're dropping on and off just before we came live. So I wanted to be sure that all of us were here before we start. And so, yeah, so why did we come up with the rooftop conversation about marriage? It's because there's some things, there's some questions, there's some things that are in our hearts that we'd really like to discuss. And for me, I wanted it to be something that had more people as opposed to just having a couple. So we still have the how to get married and stay married running, but once in a while, maybe once every month, we still compare. Let me check if it's my own volume. So I think maybe once. Can you hear me better now? So I think maybe once every month we'll be having the rooftop conversations. So, but today's topic is what's stopping you guys? Actually, really, what is stopping you guys? You know, when the girls and I were talking, we're like, in our culture and in most cultures, the girls don't propose to the man. So,
We can.
so they can't propose to the men. So if you guys don't come, and they're just gonna be waiting and stuff. So all that is what we're going to be talking about. So if you're there, just make sure that you drop your comments, whether you're watching on whether via Facebook or via YouTube. I've got you covered. So I'm going to be looking at the comments and then putting it out. And I think we can just go in. Let me just check that I can hear Moyo. Moyo, can you speak? Can you hear me?
No, she can't.
I don't think she can hear me.
I don't think she can because she's not responding.
Wait, let's private chat her before we start. Now. That's the thing with live people. These things happen. Oh, she's still, yeah. Okay, but while we're waiting and hoping that her connection comes up. So yeah, Jane, you were shaking your head when I was talking.
Yeah, you said that. I mean, in our culture, although people try to upgrade and westernize certain things and be like, oh, if the guy is not coming forward, I'm still with the traditional method of getting hooked up or meeting a man or getting married. It has to be the man that will do the wooing, and it's more like the guys are all laid back this period.
So I had to say to her to sign up and come back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, you were saying.
Okay, you said something about our culture where it's very normal for ladies to wait for the men to come up and woo them and ask them out for or to be their wife or anything. So
Yeah.
although there's a trend that is trying to sprout up where people feel it's okay for the lady to shoot the shot, as it were, it's not something
Are
that
you
I'm
serious?
comfortable with. No, I'm not with it. I'm very traditional in my own way, albeit local or outdated. I rather you walk up to
Mhm.
me if you or talk to me or do your thing, but I'm not going to be the to meet a man and propose to him. No, I'm not going to do that.
So is that like a thing now? People,
No,
the girls are not
Yeah,
proposing.
some ladies feel it's okay. Like maybe he's scared or maybe he doesn't know how to say it. So you just I'm like, nah. If you don't know how to say it, you don't know how to say it. If you want
I'm
to say it,
never.
you want to say it.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me,
Speaking of,
Nina.
I'm never going to. I'm never going to be among the people who agree that some ladies in this our age and time just feel it's okay. I don't think it's
It's
right.
not.
It's okay. I don't think okay. It's not okay for you to want to make the move. It makes you look desperate. It makes you not value you. So no
Exactly.
matter what you do, it's never okay. I don't think it's okay.
So, guys, you're hearing the ladies are
You
saying
lose
they
a
don't
lot of
feel it's
respect.
okay. So,
Yeah.
at least for
Because
today,
the
they are
actual thing is,
representing. They're
but
representing the single ladies, and they're saying it's not okay. So, whatever is stopping you guys, don't be waiting for any proposal from any of these ladies
no,
anytime soon.
don't. Don't bother.
Moyo, can you hear now? How come this connection was working just before? Can you hear us now? Okay, it should work.
Can Moyo hear us now?
I
I need
doubt
to.
she's not responding.
Yeah, no, she might need to.
I'm coming. I need to. WhatsApp page so people can
Still nothing. I'm not sure. Check your system, the volume.
people can follow.
Sorry, people. We're just trying to make sure that Mario is sorted. Okay, there was something you said about shoot your shots, and Nina, I think that was the language that we used when we were talking. Tell me more about this shoot your
Yeah.
shot, and, and, and what's your advice to the guys?
Okay.
Because listen. So to those who have maybe just joined in, we're talking about what's stopping you guys. So we have first of all struck out the proposal thing. It's not ain't happening. No,
Nah,
not from
nada.
the ladies. They're not going down on their knees anytime soon.
Mm.
So Nina, tell me about shoot your shots.
Believe in taking chances. I just believe that what's go happen. So it's not about the answer. You're not really thinking about the answer but just do what you have to do. If you believe that you want this person or you want something, I believe that we're all human beings, and if something, we we try as much as possible to make sure that we achieve that thing that we want, irrespective of the obstacles that may come on our way. So I think it's also being in relationships and finding a partner. If you really want someone, shoot
Moyo, can you hear now?
your shot. Just
Ah.
talk to the person.
I'm not sure. I thought you could. So you're just saying just go for it.
Just for it. If you're going to get a slap, you will get a slap. If you're going to get a yes, you will get a yes. If you're going to no, you will get a no. Irrespective of whatever might come out of that thing. But you know that I tried. I made a move. Rather than just staying and just having crush on that person and seeing the person in your dreams and not being able to talk to the person. Probably the person is also looking at you like, when is this guy going to come and say something to me? And
Yeah.
they're just being very nonchalant about it, like you're nonchalant, but you're just I don't know the thoughts they have in their head when they don't want to shoot their shot. Just make that move, go, do something. You might get the answer, you might just be very surprised You might just get the answer that you're not even expecting. Wow, your mind. So that's just what I feel about that photo.
So do we agree, Jane, about
No,
shooting
I
your
don't.
shot?
I don't. Unfortunately, I don't agree with that.
So
I don't.
what do you think? The guys, what should they do? They should be waiting. They
No,
shouldn't try.
no. She's saying she referred to herself that if push comes to shove, she will try to attempt. Right? If I'm getting you, am I getting you right, Nina?
Yes,
Let me
yes,
try.
yes.
Yeah. So I don't think that I will. I don't think I would do that because I'm probably is my personality or my kind of person. But if you cannot walk up to me and ask me, then that's it.
No, you
Worst
know
case,
the shoot your
the
shot we're
worst could
talking
happen
about
is that
now.
we'll never get to know ourselves. That's it.
No, the
But
thing, Jane.
I'm not going to go and ask a guy out or
Oh
talk
no,
to
no, no.
him.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
think
no,
Nina needs
no.
to clarify.
We're
She's
not
not
talking
talking
about the
about.
lady making the move right now. We're talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
guys not wanting to make the move because they
Okay.
are maybe afraid of the answer they will get or something.
Yeah, no, that's my problem with guys. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's the worst that can happen? She will tell you no. Just ask. I'm
Just
like, oh,
ask.
what? She's not my type. She's. I'm like, you don't have any reason. There's this guy that I know from church. He did the bravest thing ever. He didn't care if he thought we're not going to ever be together but he went on to pursue me and told me to pray about it. I was like, I know that I don't want this, so there's no point praying about it. But I admire his courage because most guys will tell you that you young king fair, you have money. Like, I don't understand, uncle. How can a fine girl like you be single? Like, did you ask? Don't assume. They have so many assumptions, but they're not
Mm.
sure. And then tomorrow they'll be like, oh, I did not. Did you ask? Like, what's the worst that's going to happen when you ask? So I mean, I really don't know what goes through their mind when they don't. They just feel like, let's just relax and chill. Whatever will be, will be. It's not going to be if you don't talk.
Mm.
So people are
Exactly.
asking
Yeah.
questions here before we go far, Nina. So there's a question on why can't the ladies make the move? Adeleye, Adeleye say, why can't the ladies make
It has been
these guys haven't
okay.
come to me.
Out of every 100 relationships, let's say out of every 10 that ladies make the move, nine and a half don't work. Nine
Yeah,
and a half. That's so the other
yeah.
half is that it works but later breaks off.
Are you serious?
9.5. The ladies, the guy starts to take the lady for granted. The guy starts to think that it's your desperation that made me do this thing.
Exactly.
And then, so it doesn't work. The ladies can't make the move. I'm sorry. We're not in the Western world. We are not. If probably we were there,
We are
maybe it
not,
would have
and we
worked
need
because the
we need to
mentality is
like
different.
different.
But we're not. We're in
Even
Nigeria.
to
We're
be
in
to be
Africa.
fair, even in the Western world, to be fair, actually, look at a lot of the movies. It's still the guys who are kneeling on the one leg.
That you see.
Okay,
So I
Moyo,
don't
we
even
can hear
understand
you.
why they are in.
You can hear us.
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, Moyo, thank God.
Hi, Moya.
Oh
Hi.
yeah, we can hear Moyo. Yay! So,
Thank
but
God. Yes.
before we get to you, Moyo, let's just finish this issue because Ihe Nice says in the comments that these statistics, is that a research or is that from
But to be
because the
honest,
9.5 was really so specific, like you have counted them.
I would
Well, only
I
one
would
thing.
know about statistics, but I
Okay,
know
Jane,
that.
tell me.
But I
Your
don't know
volume
about
is a bit low.
statistics. Yeah,
Can you make it higher, Jane? Your
my
volume.
volume is low. Oh, how do I do that?
Okay, yeah, you're better now. Maybe just
It's better. Okay.
yeah, better. Yeah.
So I don't know about statistics, but um, when I meet people, I try to understand how they work or try to understand what makes them do what they do. And in my experience of meeting people and meeting men as well, I realized that there's this thing about a man like going after you and
My
making you
network has
know that
started again.
you are what he wants, right?
Mm,
So I feel like if you're helping them do that, chances of that relationship working out is very slim, because maybe they are taking their time and then you're trying to push them on and then they eventually go for it, or maybe they don't even want it at all. But what I know is I usually use myself, like, if you want something, you want something. If you don't want it, you don't want it. So I usually use two parallel lines, like, it's either you want this thing or you don't want it. If you want it, you're going to go for it. So I don't think I would want to help a guy do what he's supposed to do by, no, only thing I can do for him is be available, be at the right place at the right time, be
mm.
approachable. That's all. Then you need to do your own job. I'm not going to do it for you and then say hi to you and then ask you. And no, I mean, I've tried it once, by the way, and it didn't go well. So, and I'm never going to try it
Okay,
again.
Moyo, you tried it
Oh,
once.
yeah, and it didn't go well. The person
Can
was
you tell
liking
us
my
about it?
friend. I am very
Can you tell
serious.
us about
Okay, so I used to like this friend, and I felt like he wasn't getting that I liked him, because usually I'm very friendly and very smiley most of the time in a very cool space. So I'll always reach out, say
Can you
hi,
please
and all
check
of
your
that. And
volume?
my volume,
I don't know if it's from my side. I can't hear.
Yeah,
I
it's
can hear
low.
you well.
Just a little. Nina
Okay,
is back. Okay.
I'm trying to see whether I can drop up my volume, but I'm not really seeing anything.
No, but just
Can you
just
hear
keep
me now?
speaking. Yeah,
Okay,
while we're
so
waiting.
I tried to. Okay, so on one of the occasions, I tried to ask him out for us to go and hang out and all of that. The same day that I was asking him out, that he was telling me, giving me reasons why he couldn't go out. He was asking my friend out, like,
Uh,
let so they can go and see a movie. So because she's my friend, she told me what was happening. So I said to myself, there's no point pushing this thing. Like, if this person wants you enough to come after you, he would. But if he doesn't want, then I don't want that kind of man around me. Like, I want you to own your stuff and do what you need to do. So
all
yeah,
right. Thank you.
I'm not
Thank
gonna.
you for sharing.
Yeah,
Yes, and I can imagine. Okay,
it
just so
was
that we
bad.
bring Moyo in because we've not heard your voice. Um,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
yes.
hear you
So
now,
some
Moyo.
yes, we can hear you clearly. So someone says, but I
Okay.
feel there are ways a woman can still make her interest known that will signal the guy that she's interested, and if he likes the lady, he will shoot his shots. What do you think about that, Moyo?
Well, yes, it's possible. You can. First of all, I think it just depends on the guy. Some guys are really mature and they see it as, oh, because first of all, most guys I know, they are really, really shy. They are so shy. You like them, they like you. Nobody wants to make the first move. So there's a way you can tell the guy that, oh, I'm interested. Or you can just, if you guys like, can you hear me?
Yes, very
Yes, we
well.
can go on.
If you guys have a friend in common, because I know I've done this once, the guy I really liked, and we had a friend in common. I had to tell the friend that, oh, I like this particular guy, because personally, I cannot walk up to a guy and say, oh, I like you, blah blah blah. I can't do that. So I told that friend, and she, spoke to him, and yeah, so that's what happened. But I don't know. It depends on the guy, really. It really
And
depends.
did it work out that way?
Yeah, it did. It did. But I feel like most of them, they use that as a, I don't know how to explain it. They just feel like the person is desperate. Like most of them, that okay, they feel
Exactly.
like they can try anything with you. After all, you're the one that said you like me.
That
So why you
exactly.
for
That's the
me?
that's the that's the
Why
thing
you
about
doing
Okay,
it.
this?
so in the comment section, Voke is saying that it doesn't have to be verbal. Says you can actually make a man chase you by making the first move, but it doesn't have to be verbal.
Well, I said that
Yeah,
before, like
that's
being
true.
approachable,
Yeah, so there's maybe
being
there's some,
presentable,
there's
all
some
of
ways
that.
you can make someone know that you like them, but not
Body
necessarily
language,
body language.
Exactly.
the way you look at person. I don't know. You can
But truthfully,
definitely.
you will try
Like
it and
like
you'll still
like
not
in
get
the
it.
movies, sometimes they don't just say much, but you can tell there's some kind of chemistry
Yeah,
without
yeah, that's
anybody
Mm-hmm.
true.
saying anything. Yeah. Nina, I think you are the one we've lost this time. Can you hear us?
I think she's
No.
walking to some.
Oh, she's working. Okay, because I can't hear her. All right. So we have talked about um shooting your shots. In fact, let me even, while we are talking about the shooting your shots, I just remember the story with it was my grandmom. So there was this man who was always coming to my grandmom's place and hanging around. He liked her, but he wasn't actually shooting his shots in quotes, but he
Mm.
was coming all the time, like family friend thing. So then my granddad comes, these olden days, just comes and then he just makes his move. And so this other guy then
Simple.
says, this is why I've been coming since. So
I'm not ready. I'm
and
not ready.
they're like, who did you tell? You didn't shoot your shot. And then the person who did, and of course, my grandfather ended up marrying my grandmother. I don't know what happened to the other guy. So,
Can
guys,
just imagine.
don't be stopped to shoot your shots, okay?
Worst case, they will say no.
They'll say no. Now
I
that
know
we
it
are
doesn't
talking,
see anybody.
talking about that saying no, let's talk about rejection, the fear of rejection, because I feel like rejection is a big thing. It's a big
Hmm.
thing for guys. It's a big thing for anyone. Like you talked about it, like if you have to go and do the move, you wouldn't like. So fear of rejection. How do we handle that? Because some people can actually be, there's a way some ladies speak that maybe the guys may not recover from. So what do we say about rejection?
Can I go first?
Yes, Jane.
Okay, so there's this thing I started doing recently when I meet people, and I had to educate my friends on it, and I say to them, everybody's feeling is valid. Whatever anybody feels is valid. So if you meet someone and maybe for some reason you guys are hitting it off, talking, calling, and then for some reason the person stops, respect their feelings. Don't start second guessing yourself. I mean, that's what will happen because I'll be like, did I say something wrong? Don't tie up the parts. Am I not good enough? No, no, no. Let it be. I mean, if the person is mature enough to explain to you why they think they cannot be with you, or they don't consider you, or they don't want you anymore, fine. But if they don't, just know that this person had their reasons, and at some point you've rejected someone, so just move on. So, but I feel like at the end of the day, the only flip side to it is that you if you don't watch yourself, you start getting insecure. And I'm speaking from something that I've experienced, because at some point I
Mm,
felt like I was not good enough for anyone, but I just had to gas myself up. Oh, and I have like really good circle of friends who would always call me without me, telling them what's wrong with me, and they'd be like, fine girl, how are you? How you doing? Don't worry. I'm just encourage you. But then this rejection is something that is bound to happen in our circle, in this life that we are going to live in. So if
yeah.
I feel like we just need to find a way to brace it up and then respect the person's decision, because I'm sure we've all rejected someone at some point. Not everybody that came our way was accepted. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
True.
how I feel. But first things first, everybody's feeling is valid. If the person decides that, oh, your fingers are too short, that's what they don't like you, don't get bitter. That's their choice. You to have your own. Everybody has what the preference, or what they prefer in in a partner or something. So I feel like we should all have this at the back of our mind every time.
Mm. Thank you for that. Nina, you can hear us, but can you say something? Because I can't hear you at all. All right, Moyo,
Yeah.
Can you kind of like adjust? You're a bit off the camera, so nope, the other way. Yeah, exactly. So what's your own thoughts on because it's a big thing for guys, to be honest, and I think
Yeah.
especially when we've placed again they have the not the burden but the responsibility a lot of times to actually start up a home and ask someone to be their helper. So there's that thing about rejection. So what's your view on it, Moyo?
The thing is, my my best friend is actually a guy. So I asked him one time, I'm like, how do you guys handle rejection? And he told me it was like when girls reject guys or him personally, that there's a way they like internalize negative thoughts about their self-worth. They take it really personal. Do you get? And I told him, I'm like, you know what? Just see this as an information. It's just somebody telling you that, your personalities don't match. Something like, do you get? I don't know how to explain it. They shouldn't
I
take
get
you
what you're saying.
personally. And I feel like, because most guys, if not all, I feel like 90% of the guys don't know how to handle rejection
No, they
at
don't
all.
actually.
From my own personal experience, there was a guy that was, asking me out. It was so nice, like super nice to me at first. And the moment I told him that, you know what, I can't date you, that it can't work, this guy just turned aggressive.
Oh my god.
Oh, he turned aggressive. Wow.
Oh, wow.
She dropped off.
I don't think I've experienced an aggressive reaction.
Oh, you're back on, Moyo. You mean to like rejection?
Yeah,
Okay, because I wanted to hear what the guys.
but
So
I
there's
tried to
some
be very
comments in.
okay.
Oh, somebody asked. Somebody asked the guy that asked you out in church. Why did you decline his request?
I
I
can't
think
answer
that
that
was you
question.
earlier,
No,
Jane.
no, I can't answer that question. He wasn't looking it for me.
There you go. He wasn't looking it, and actually, you have to be attracted to the person, don't you?
Oh yes, I have to
So
be.
you're back on. Ha, Lord, this network tonight. My goodness.
Can you
But
hear
I
me?
like it. There's a guy in the comment section who has said rejection is part of
I can't
life.
hear.
Rejection is part of
It
life, people.
is. You can't
It shouldn't stop you guys. It shouldn't.
exactly.
It
It
shouldn't. And in
is.
fact, let me even tell you that, so even for me personally, there was and it may sound bad, but yeah, it happened. But here I am, married 16 years later, people.
Exactly.
So what had happened was, my husband and I, we did youth service together. So we were in the same fellowship. So one of the times, the church where we were using had like a notice board where they had put up announcements, like bans of marriage,
Mm.
you know. And so we were all just looking. Oh, you can't hear Moyo. I'm not sure what's up with all this. Okay, you know what? Go out and come back in. Let's see if that will work. So we're looking at these bands of marriage. So it's so and so and so. So my husband now, who was a friend then, we were not. He's taller than I am, so he just whispered and just said, "Oh," and then it will be. Then one day it will be prospect and and Kiru. And guess what my reply was?
Yeah.
I was like, God forbid.
Can you hear me?
Imagine, And I remember that he looked at me, and honestly, if there was fire, the thing cooled down for a bit. I think he needed
I
to recover
swear.
from that. But thank God, you see, like I said, happy ending. We're here. We've been
He
married
knows what
16
he
years.
wanted and he
Guys,
went for it regardless. That's it.
so the rejection is not the end of it.
No, it's not.
Okay, someone says that Moyo is using glue, so that's why it's going out. Voke, she has answered the question. Wait. Nina, speak. I can't hear you. I can hear some background noise. Is that from Moyo or from Nina?
I think it's probably from Nina because I can't hear Moyo.
But can you hear me, Jane? Yes, I can hear you, Moyo.
Okay.
I can hear you now, Moyo.
Okay.
Nina
Nina.
Nina is moving.
And she stopped moving. So Nina, we can't hear you. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Someone in the comment section said that at the end of it, that God did not forbid it. Yes, He didn't too. You see, so it's not all the time. It's not all the time when you say God forbids that He forbids it. So fear of rejection, we have said, rejection is part of life. Okay, let's
It's part
just
of life. You have to deal with it.
let's just look at something else. Let's talk about friend
Please, I'm not
zoning.
using glow. I'm using Tizeti.
I think because there's another program on, so
Oh
maybe
my
a lot of
God.
people will be on that
Oh
network
yeah,
tonight.
true.
Yeah. So let's talk about friend zoning. Friend zoning. Nina has a lot to say on this. So, okay, while we're waiting for her to connect, Jane,
Yeah.
let's talk about friend zoning.
Have I been friend
Have
zoned
you ever
before?
friend zoned somebody, or have you been friend zoned?
I think I've friend zoned someone, but
And the
I
person
don't know.
likes you.
Sorry. Oh yeah,
The
I've friend
person
zoned
likes you, and
someone.
you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the person liked me, and he met me back when I was in uni. He came to write his exams, and then he started talking to me. So in my head, I was like, "Oh, I'm sure helping a student." So few years down the line, he started asking me out. I mean, I didn't really like him, but our Igbo mothers will be like, you don't just reject people like that. You just give them a chance and everything. So I tried to, and I gave him my audience, but he was not just serious. So in my head, I was like, I'll try to just keep you as a friend. It cannot pass that. And then 3 years down the line again, he comes back. He's now serious. That he loves me. It's been 10 years. I'm like, it's been 10 years. Like, if you didn't get my attention, they can't get it now. So I mean, in the whole, and he wasn't getting. So I feel like friend zoning is something we do to kind of water down rejection. So instead of plainly telling you no, I don't want, I will subtly like remove myself from that thing you're trying to cook up. But some people don't get this friend zone thing. They don't really keep tricking it. They're not like, oh, she's playing hard to get. No, she's not. She doesn't want it. And so eventually I had to tell him that he had to move on. So he will not say I'm the one that has made him not to get married. And then I now, had to tell him that this is it, like in plain language. And then he felt bad. Or yeah, like I said, I feel like friend zone is just a subtle way of rejecting people so that you don't just bruise their ego.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
That's not
talk
my
about it.
feed though.
Yeah, because I have things to say, but Moyo, you talk about it because there are one or two things that Jane said, and I feel needs some more. We need to clarify these things for the guys. So Moyo, please tell me more about the friend zoning.
Her network is really slow.
Moyo, Moyo, can you hear me?
Her network is very slow.
Oh, it's slow.
Network.
Oh,
Okay,
she
Jan,
asked you a question.
Oh, I
I
can't hear
said,
her. I can't hear Mrs. NK.
okay, don't worry. I'll type it out. I said,
Oh,
I
okay.
can hear
tell
you
us.
though.
Oh no, she's asking you to. She's asking your opinion or what you think about friends.
Oh, friend zone. Can she hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Um, friend zone. If I like a guy, I mean, if I friend zone a guy, it means that I like him enough for him to be my friend, but I don't like him enough for like me to date him, and I don't want to lose him. So I don't know if that's selfish on my part, but I have friends like that. I mean, that's why I friend zone people, because I see guys, they have like these qualities that I like, and I'm like, ah, this is such a very nice person. But I'm sorry, I can't date you. We can be.
Where is she? She's dropped off. Oh, she's back on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. So that's why I think friend zone is. I mean, that is why I friend zone people. I don't like them enough to date them, but I like them enough for me to want them in my corner, for them to be my friends, because there's something I can,
Mm.
learn from them, or there are certain qualities I see in them and
Oh
that I
gosh.
love.
Yeah. I wish you
If I
guys
want to
could see
reject
this.
somebody, I'm rejecting you outright. Like bye bye, boy bye, like go.
Yeah. I wish you guys could see the comment section. It's just on fire. Your best friend is there, Moyo. And um so Voke just says friend zone,
Please, I
watered
didn't
down
friend zone my
rejection.
best friend though.
Yeah, thank you, friend zone people. Yes, watered down rejection. But there was something that Jane said, and I hope she comes back on. Nina, can you hear us now?
I can't hear.
Ah, and the amazing thing is that we were all speaking to each other before we went live. And once we did go live, it all went south. Oh, she's disappeared too. Nina, maybe go out and come back in, please. Let's see if that would work. So there was something that Jane said, look, and she was like, "It's." Sorry, I'm just trying to coordinate and put everyone back. Hello, Nina. Still can't hear you. I'm not sure what's happening to her volume, but I was just saying, I don't know where the ladies have all gone. So technology, they've fallen off. But there was something that Jane said, and I think it's something that is worth thinking about. So just based on the friend zoning, she said that sometimes because it's a subtle way of saying no, and if a guy doesn't quite get it, then they keep thinking that she's playing hard to get, right? So we need to differentiate between when somebody is actually saying no. So when is the no, no, and then you have to know that it's a no, without you thinking that the person is playing hard to get and you keep, coming back over and over. Yeah. So I was just talking about the friend zoning and differentiating between that and when people are saying an outright no. But I feel like it's important for me to say this, for the guy's sake. That maybe also the way the no is delivered would also help. Some people are outrightly saucy. Welcome back, Jane.
Thank you. No, having this
I
network.
was not saying before you came on. I said that I feel like the way the no or whatever it is we're delivering, whether it's friend zoning message or whatever, I feel like the way it's put out too would also help the guys, because some people are really saucy or outrightly
Oh yeah.
rude or yes. So I don't think anyone would like that. So I feel it's important we say that so that the guys know that we're on their side.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, my mom would always tell me, as an Igbo girl that I am, that you don't well, how the, like she was just trying to encourage me not to be rude to anyone. Like obviously guys will come at you and come to talk to you, but politely refuse their what's what I'm looking for, whatever it is they came for. So I've always had that at the back. Although some guys will push you, sis, they will push you because they don't even hear
Mm,
me. But then I always try to cause you don't know where you meet anybody in life. So I always try to politely excuse myself and tell you it's not gonna work. Yeah, so
yeah.
But the truth is, no matter how polite you are, some guys just cannot
to be
accept.
offended. No, they will. I know.
And that's the
It's
thing. Yeah, people persist, but yeah, sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's all part of the wooing. Yeah, I mean, if you're a guy and you just gave up the first time the person says no, like imagine me now, if my husband had given up, well, maybe he slightly did, but if he had given up, if he had given up at that point, hey, we won't be here today. So I think sometimes you just have to. I think it's just that balance. There's just something about the wooing that both people have to understand. I don't want to say it's like a game, but yes, there are messages that are passed on, and then let's not
yes,
forget that we have the Spirit of God too to help us in making
directors. Yes.
decisions and clarifying things. Okay, so let's talk about I'm trying to choose which one. Blindness.
What?
Blindness.
And what?
Blindness. Some people, you have been around each other for a long time and then they're just not seeing. What's up with guys that do that? Why are they blind?
I,
I I'm short of
I
words.
most times before
Yeah,
I
shut
say
up.
this, I'd like to make it very relatable, but
Yeah.
but blindness. I don't know.
Nina has something to say about this, but
Network doesn't want
speak.
to.
I just don't know
We
what
can't hear
happened.
you.
Oh, this is just horrible.
But sis, I feel like this blindness
Oh,
thing
her
has
network is
happened.
saying network connection 0. I'm not sure why that is.
Oh, okay.
Her own network connection is not great. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that I feel like sometimes this blindness thing comes from a place of see finish. So, for instance, you and this person kind of like grew up in the same, and it happens. We watch it sometimes in these movies, in this romance sitcoms and everything, where you kind
Mhm.
of grew up with somebody, and maybe when they first saw you, you were looking quite looking naive and all of that, and over the years you've brushed up and you've bathed up, as in there's a glow up happening. But it's just the way our parents see us, regardless of how old we are, they still relate to that small child they give birth to and they brought up. So in that regard,
network. The network is not great tonight. Wait, let's see if I can do it this way. Nina, I'm not sure if you can wait. Let's try it this way. Is it the same thing you're using for this? Let's see if it will work. Okay, can you speak?
I can hear you.
Okay, maybe you need to pick up from where Jane left off. Okay, someone is saying that if you turn off videos, maybe it might work better. I'm not sure how that would work, because if I turn off the videos, that would take them off air. Okay, but let's just keep going while we can. So Moyo, we're talking about blindness. Okay. Nina, do you want to try that? So Moyo, can you speak so we can check? Oh, you're back on. Oh, Jane is back. So sorry, people. That's the challenge with technology. Okay, Nina. There's a suggestion that you should restart your phone. That would help. Restart your phone. Yeah, someone said you can restart your phone. Maybe that would help. Because trust me, guys, we were all chatting before we came live, so it was working real fine. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, Jane, you were in the middle of saying something before you were thrown out by the network.
Yeah,
we're talking about blindness, and then you were talking about your parents.
Yeah, so I was saying that I feel like blindness happens when a group of people, so for example, a group of young girls and guys grow up together, and they keep seeing themselves in the way they used to see themselves when they were much younger. So when there's been a bath up and a glow up, you can't even see that this person is right in front of you looking sumptuous.
I know.
Like you cannot see.
Annoying.
And I was like, that's how our parents see us sometimes. Like, regardless of how old you are, they'll still think that you're that small child they used to, take care of. So, and then it will not take an extra person, like someone has to walk into that circle and be like, this girl is fine, or this guy is fine. And you're like, So you take an extra notch for you to actually admit that this person that you see every day is good enough for you. So it's more like a see finish syndrome. Like, it's not this person.
I like that. See finish syndrome.
It's more like so like you should just like check your circle, everybody. You're like really look and see if there's someone there that you've been ignoring, because believe there's somebody there.
Guys, advice from Jane herself. Yeah.
And they are looking for a wife, but then you have a friend that you can actually marry.
No, actually, it's interesting that these things are actually just realistic things that's that happen. Yeah, that happen. In fact, I think I watched a series. I'm sure you know it, Suits. Netflix.
Yes.
How annoying! It's like after how many seasons? That's when this guy finally opens his eyes. He was suffering from the see finish syndrome. The see finish syndrome. Before he could finally see that it's been done all the while, So, guys, look in your circle. There will be someone there.
Yeah, complaining about
shine your eyes. Don't let the person get it. And sometimes I feel like that even works well, because then you end up marrying a friend.
Yeah.
You know each other. Well, okay. So Moyo, let's talk about human obstacle. You know human obstacle. Do you know what I mean by human obstacles? You know, sometimes when people hang around you so much, then people actually don't know if they should make the move because, you know, because they see the person around you, then they just assume that maybe you guys are together, you know, and maybe that's that in a practical sense, because your guy is your best friend is a guy. So how does that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Moyo?
Oh, she was frozen again. This
Oh,
network
she's
is
dropped off.
crazy. Network is crazy.
She's on and then back. Yeah, she's back.
She's back.
Moyo, can you hear her? Did you hear the question? Hi, Moyo.
I'm not even
Off again.
seeing.
Anyway, I think we can just continue. But so what would you have anything to say about that, Jane?
So I feel like I intentionally try not to have a human obstacle. Like it's either so for the longest time I didn't know how to have male friends. This is something I had to learn over time. So in my head, it's either you're going to ask me out or not. So most of my friends are
Oh,
actually so
okay.
but I had to learn because I feel like that kind of lifestyle affected me a lot because it kind of put me under pressure that I wasn't supposed to be in because in my head any guy that comes to talk to me is asking me out, but then you could be
Oh,
friends and
okay.
do other things that don't require that is not necessarily a relationship. But
Ah,
then with regard to what you
Oh,
just said,
oh, Moyo, she's back.
yay! I'm so excited.
oh my god,
Oh
Welcome
my
back.
god.
Okay.
Oh
Oh, no, don't go.
no, she's back.
no, I'm here. I'm not going
Oh,
anywhere.
good.
Not going
Okay, good.
anywhere.
So wait, so
Oh,
before you say something, let's just hear Jane finish what she was saying, yeah?
Oh yeah,
okay, okay.
so basically, if I'm gonna go out and we're like a mixed group of people, I tell my guy friends to shift so I don't confuse people. Like I've done that a couple of times. Like
That is
shift, don't
tough.
come and spoil. Don't I make people that assume that we're dating. Stay, let me stay, please. And we get that. Even when we go for wedding, I'm like, don't be forming this, don't be doing this thing you're doing. When we go back home, we can start playing, but I beg. So, but yeah, I don't have a male best friend, and I really don't have male friends. So, I don't think I've ever had an issue like that before. But I really
Okay.
love to hear from Moyo though, because she has a male best friend.
Yes. But hopefully when she joins back. So
Hopefully, she'll
Nina,
come back.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
we're talking about human obstacles.
okay,
Well, not
okay,
obstacle in
okay.
the sense of a bad sense. It's just that's how others will see them because then they are
Mm-hmm.
not sure can we make our move because this person is always hanging around that person. So
Okay.
what do we do?
Uh well, I like to define my friendships, relationships. So if I'm not dating somebody and I want to keep that person a friend, that person knows the
Mm-hmm.
boundaries that will not crossed and is
Mm,
understandable by both parties. So you cannot now, the moment you start catching feelings and me, I'm not catching feelings, that friendship might
mm,
crash because you will start doing things that I'm not finding funny and are beginning to send wrong signals to other people. So
Mm.
it's not going to flow well again. So if you start catching feelings, and I know that my feelings will never grow you, it will never pass the place
materialize,
that it
yeah.
is. I will tell you, I'll tell you to go. I have Um, I have
Jane, your face.
just one friend that is that is really, really close to me. We're not dating, nothing, but we have tried to establish the boundary that, Oga, this is not relationship. Oh. It's just ordinary friendship.
Mm,
You have your relationship, I have my relationship. We are just friends. We can gist, laugh, play, do anything we want to do. But when it comes to behavioral patterns outside, don't let people start
Mm-hmm.
thinking that something's happening because when the two of us
Exactly.
know that nothing is happening. So don't
Nothing is
send wrong
happening.
signals to people. If if you are a friend that probably, and because I know I've seen a lot of Christmas movies that all these abroad people that they grow up from childhood, they are best friends, one boy, one girl,
yeah.
and they are best friends,
I
best friends,
know.
best friends, best friends, and then later in life, they now realize that it has always been you, supposed to be you, that's what's supposed to be in my life. I don't know about that. I don't. I really don't know that. But happens, if that happens, fine. If the person ends up having feelings and you too you reciprocate the feelings and it ends up in marriage, beautiful. But if it's not gonna happen, uncle, I'm gonna tell you, because women easily know the person that they will never catch feelings. We know.
Exactly. We
Hmm.
know.
So
Are
we
you
go tell you say
sure?
yes. So we go tell you say,
Very
uncle, this
sure.
thing no go work. Oh, this thing no go work. I know say you don't dey catch feelings. I know that you're feeling this way. I know that you probably like my vibe. I give out the vibe that you like. You want to always be around me, but it will not cross stage. Anything wey make am cross this stage, if you be say we go fight, and I will now hate you for life. So if you know you don't want to become my enemy and you still want to remain my friend, you just have to respect the boundaries. I don't believe in this human obstacle thing. You can't be an obstacle to me. No, 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 no. If I'm going to a place that I know that I
Okay,
will see plenty
so
fine, fine
the
guys, I will not carry
responsibility.
you.
Yeah. So, but so how do? Well, maybe we'll have to find out from the guys. Maybe when they have their own session, on how they would overcome, because they may not know all these arrangements happening between the two people. All they know is they're just
Okay.
seeing
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
around.
Exactly.
Oh, Moyo is back.
Exactly.
All they know is that they're
She's
just seeing
always
a
she's
guy
coming
around.
and going. Welcome, Moyo. The two of us being the ones going off and on this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Moyo. I hope, because it's like every time
Moyo, can
someone
you
drops
hear?
off, they come back and we can't hear them.
She can't hear us. I don't think.
But her connection says 10 out of 10. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. Oh, good.
Oh,
So
thank
maybe
God.
you
Yeah.
can help us answer this question, because you've got a guy as a best friend. So does that stop
Uh-huh.
other
okay.
people from approaching you because they see somebody around you and assume that maybe two of you are dating or something?
Well, it doesn't stop them from approaching me, but when we start going out, they start to doubt, if that's the word. They start to ask questions. Are you sure this guy is just like, they will tell you that it's not possible for a girl and a guy to be best friends.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, I've known my best friend since 2010. No, 2011, 2012, there. I grew up with guys. I'm the only girl. I have more male friends than female friends.
Okay.
Like when I'm going out, I rather hang out with my male friends because they're just free spirited, to be very honest. I mean, that's how I see them, as free spirited, less judgmental. So I prefer to hang out with male friends. And to be very honest, it has always like been an issue for me whenever I'm dating a guy, because they're like, how is your best friend a male guy? Because I tell him everything, every single thing, no secrets. And they'll be like, how is your best friend a guy? Like, does it make sense? nobody understands. I don't know how to explain it to
Yeah.
people. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear
Yes,
you.
yes, we can.
Yeah, so I really don't know how to explain to people, but I don't know. I don't know what. See, I don't know
But
what
it,
the
but it has, it, but it, you know, it when it comes up, has it like ended? It's not like it's ending relationship, yeah, or it's just
no,
they ask, you clarify, and then everybody moves on.
no, 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 not that bad. But it's that my last relationship, I tried to
No, I can hear you.
my last relationship, I tried to stay away from my best friend because my boyfriend was always asking questions. So I tried to stay away from my best friend. And after everything, I had to go back to him like the prodigal son. I'm back. Please accept me.
Should I say something? Are you sure this best friend relationship is not going to be marriage? Because
No,
You
it
took it
won't.
out from my mouth,
at a
Nina.
It
point,
won't.
you guys
You
understand
took
each
it
other
out.
so well, and
We
there
are
is no
waiting
better
for
person
you,
to
Moyo.
marry than your best friend. Please, is it your enemy you are going to marry?
Hmm.
If it's my pastor's wife, she will say, is it your enemy you want to marry? Is it not somebody
It
that
won't
is your
lead to
friend that
marriage
you guys flow with? Why do you say it's only to marriage? Why? Why do you say that?
because this guy is like my brother. I say, and I'm not zoning him or anything, but I can't
Does he have
even
a
marry
relationship?
him. Like, yes.
Does he have
What
a
did you say?
girlfriend? Does he have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I think he does.
You think you don't
Oh,
even know? You're
okay.
not even sure.
I don't even think
Is
he's
your
sure. I
relationship
don't even think
is
he's
your
sure.
relationship with
No,
him disturbing his own relationship with the other girl?
at all. No,
You may not know,
no.
but the girl might be bothered. We're
No,
all
because
ladies.
no, I think Nina, because she has also said that, even guys are, but that I think maybe in our culture, it's not, will I say, it's not commonplace for
Not
a guy and
common. A guy and a
yeah,
girl to be best friends,
so I
and
can,
nothing
but
is. It could have started from childhood, and yes, we're just children playing, and yes, we're just playing. But by the time you know what feelings are, by the time you start to develop emotions for somebody, you go there. Guys want to be.
something with the network.
You go there attached. You will be attached. There's no how. There's
But
no how,
this
and it
was
would.
what
Yeah,
this is what I
because
thought
your
about
friend.
when I said blindness. So it's possible that both of them are blind to themselves.
To them say, that's it, Jane, that's it. You guys are blind to yourselves. You're not seeing yourselves in that manner, but it's the both of you that fit
Ha,
each other,
I can
apparently.
Moyo,
never
they
see
are
him
trying
in
to
that
open
manner.
your eyes.
No way.
I'm telling you, sis, to open your eyes, Moyo, open your eye.
Open your eyes, shine your eyes, shine it. He's writing, shine it. Hmm.
And I think Moyo's bestie is watching, isn't he? So okay,
Yeah,
I'm sure he's.
if he's watching, that's quite.
Yay!
We are
So
waiting
please,
for the wedding bells.
We are waiting, oh Jerry.
Tell us so we try gele. Hmm.
oh, look at you
You guys are
guys,
chasing my
just
potentials
matchmaking
away. Oh.
on the spot.
You guys are
They are
chasing my
best friends.
potentials away.
Hmm.
They are best friends. Okay,
Oh,
let's
best
do
friend.
another one because I think there are two major ones that we need to talk about. But let's talk about this one because this one is really very important, and I feel like we have to touch it before we. And it's amazing, at least that now that all our four voices, they're all on. So this is a good time to discuss money. Money, money, money.
Hey,
I think a major thing that can be stopping the guys is money. So ladies, how can we help the guys on this aspect?
What are you waiting for to get married? Ma get money, ma get money, ma get money.
I can't hear you.
They say, what are you waiting for to get married? The answer is ma get money. Ma just
Oh,
make
my
all the
get
money I
money.
want make.
Hey,
Make I make all the money. So if you make all the money in the world,
Can one
you
ever
just see one girl on the road, Abba, and marry her.
make all the money?
No, according to them, they want to have the house, the money in the bank account, the investments that are bringing other source of income, the good job, the car that they will use to carry their wife and the baby when she's pregnant or when she gives birth. They want to have everything sorted before they say, okay, I'm ready to get married. So I now keep on asking them that, okay, this money you're looking for. So when you have all this money, when you feel like you had enough, because money is never enough. You keep on having and having and having. So when you feel like you've had the one that you're comfortable with, then you will now just enter streets. As you just enter Lekki road like this, you just see one girl, just carry her, boom, and say, it's you that I will marry because now I have money. I keep telling them, you can't do that. Try to start a relationship with somebody. Try to talk to people. Try to hang out. Have somebody that you know that, okay, if I don't get money, maybe this person is my friend though, but I don't dey see him like say I fit spend the rest of my life with this person. If I have money, I could take care of this person. And then you guys talk about it. If the lady is interested, you people can start a relationship there. And she would understand that, oh yes, this my guy is working towards a better life for the both of us. Not just not doing anything at all and just sitting down waiting for the money in the world. I really don't understand this their money issue. And then for Igbo girls like us, they will say it's bride price. They need
Which bride price is that?
Oh, she's
money for
frozen.
bride price. That our bride marriage. You can't. You can't.
So, wait, let me get it clear now. So, are you happy? Are you happy to go with guys even if they don't have all the money in the world?
I'll speak for myself. Oh.
Okay, speak
First
for
of all,
yourself.
the first thing I look at is um the personality of the person, first of all. Then the pattern of life that they have been living. If they've been living a pattern of laziness, just go with you now. I don't want to suffer. I will not just go with you to say you are fine, you are a fine boy. Is it fine that I will eat? No. But if they've had a pattern of they're doing this work, they're putting money in so some different they're trying to work hard, make money. Then and I look at the person and I be like, this person a nice guy who can cope with this person. I can tell because my friend will always say, choose the battle that you can fight. If you choose the one that you cannot fight, you will end up not enjoying it. So if you see the person and you know that this person, all their flaws is something I can either manage or we can work towards correcting it together. And even if the person is working hard, you are seeing the pattern that this person they work, they work. Money is coming, but it has not landed boom like this. You can start a relationship with the person. I would do that. I would do that. I don't have to wait for you to have all the money. I always say that money is not even a factor for me. Money is not a factor for me.
Wow.
It's not.
I think this is important for
Not
guys to hear. That for some of the ladies, money is not a factor for them.
money is not a factor. Not a big
She's
factor.
speaking for
I can
herself.
do without it.
Yeah, Moyo, you were saying?
Yeah.
Moyo, what did you say?
Yeah.
Moyo, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. You were
We're
saying
talking about
something.
money.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to agree with her. I mean, to an extent, anyways. We the women, we are not even complaining. I don't know why these guys are saying that they want to have all the money in the world.
Thank
Do
you.
you know, like some of us, we actually want to
Thank you.
build.
I thought it was only me.
Exactly.
That
See,
guy
do you know
rolling
what I
with
have to say?
Some of us want to build something about. I mean, I just started my business, and then there's something about working hard and make money. Why do you have to be Hercules before we get married? For how long? They want to make all the money in the world before settling down. And then when that time comes, they won't even marry for love. They'll just marry because this girl is pretty. She's very attractive. I will just marry her.
Yeah.
What do men want? No, really, we need to ask them what they want.
Initially when I was invited to be a part of this, the first thing that came into my mind was this money issue, because I have a few friends. I have this friend. When we were having a conversation about all of this, in his head he said that no, that he's giving himself so and so years to make money, and I tried to correct him. I mean, I hope he listened, but the what we ended up what we ended up discussing and concluding that day was, I don't think money is a problem, because you cannot always get to that. If you give yourself a target and you meet that target, when you meet that target, you give yourself another target, and you miss the point of the initial target. So what I would advise is, if you see someone that mirrors the quality of lifestyle you want. So whether you don't have the money yet, but you know the kind of life you want to have. And I always tell myself, for example, we live in Lagos here, and you as a guy, you can afford your house rent, you can pay your bills, you can put food on your own table, and you meet a girl who you know that her head is not hot, who can achieve the same thing for herself. Why can't you guys come together and make this thing work? Like, what are we waiting for? And besides, it's not everybody that wants an exorbitant wedding and bride price is not always expensive, please. Like, left for me, 150 people, if you don't know my middle name, come for my wedding. Is that simple? Right? So, I was just like, there's no excuse. Like, how much money do you want to get? Bible says one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. When you come together, the creativity and the blessing that comes with being together as a team is tremendous. So I don't even know what that excuse of I don't have money. Which money do you want to get?
Coming together even gives you that money that you're looking for.
For me, it's, do we have the same quality? So do we have the same quality of lifestyle? Do we enjoy the same things? Like, for instance, I met this young man who wanted to get married. I mean, he didn't look like he had the kind of money I wanted him to have. So I came for a wedding in Enugu, and I went to visit him. When I went to his house, I knew there was going to be a problem. Like, I'm very honest with myself. First of all, you were expecting a visitor, and it didn't even occur to you to even do eye service, and clean up your apartment. Like, when I mean not clean up, I mean the house was dusty.
You should have done eye service.
So these are things he has abandoned months or weeks ago, right? And then he was way older than me. So maybe he has money, maybe he doesn't have money. But the way, I'm an interior designer, so my eyes, like, if he's not entering my eye, he's not entering my eye. His house was poorly kept. His appliances are literally outdated and rusting. I'm like, it can't cost you more than 100K or 50K to change this thing, right? So for me, if you cannot enjoy the little, you don't have to amass millions to enjoy yourself. At least I know when I started working, I know what level I'm at. So I don't understand people struggle so much, and they look at them, they don't look like what they're making. Like, enjoy yourself a bit. I'm not saying spend so much. Enjoy yourself. And then when you do that, you find someone that mirrors this kind of lifestyle that you have. And please, I'm not saying someone that spends a lot of money. It doesn't cost anything to paint your house. It doesn't cost anything to have nice curtains and lights in your house. So you don't need millions to do that. And if you actually achieve that and you have a good sum of money, you have savings, what else are you waiting for to marry? Like, and if you think having children will be like an expense or be like a punch in your pocket, that person is your partner for a reason. Oh, babe, let's not have a child now. Let's wait. No. If your family wants to kill them, let them kill themselves. If they want to break their head, they should break their head. you and your wife, you and your husband, you guys have made an agreement. This is how we're going to roll. So honestly, I don't understand what guys are actually waiting for. Like, the money, I've broken it down. This money is nothing. How much do you want to marry somebody? How much? No, honestly, I don't think there's anything that's.
I don't think
this is
money is the
supposed to be the
problem.
big issue, guys. You have heard it live
It's not
here.
an issue. If you see
We
someone
don't
that
know what you're waiting
is
for. You
no,
don't
I
have
don't. I
to.
don't know.
You don't have to break the bank.
You don't,
And
you
you know the
don't.
amazing thing. You know the amazing thing is that Jane, Nina, and Moyo are just meeting themselves for the first time today. So it's not like they've ever met or they've discussed. So
No.
you're getting three people who are just meeting themselves and then they're saying the same things. Then guys, you don't have any problem.
Exactly.
You don't have problem
So
because this is how majority of ladies
the
think.
girls are giving you a blessing to say that you need to break a bank. Don't by what you're saying out on social media and all that. And assume you want.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know. This
Get
was
to
Social
know
media
the
is
happening
another
person.
to,
factor.
Have conversation.
Social
in
media.
the comments. Let me just pick some of the Voke says the things I heard this evening, and then Tezi, if they do a poll now, women are the ones who support men the most financially. And she says, we just want to know that the men we are sacrificing for will not pretend not to know us after it gets better. And I think that's really important, you know,
Very.
that when you're starting together, you're building together, and then when it's what's happening? I'm trying to get it on. Yeah. You're starting together, you're building together, and it gets to a point and the person doesn't remember that sacrifice. I think that's when it's painful. But other than that, you've heard it live here on Rooftop Conversations about marriage that our women are actually. So yeah, you know, pockets. Go and shoot your shot. If money has been the issue, don't let that stop you at all. There's something I wanted to say from the comment section, and it's for Moyo. Emokpare had said, you guys are suggesting that best friendships between opposite sexes must nearly always lead to marriage. And I don't think that's right, because that's like a feeling on the type of relationships that we can have. So he or she, Ifeoluwa is a girl's name, yeah? Ifeoluwa is normally a girl's name. So I think she's just saying that, you know, that we can't put the cap on it, that sometimes
we're not saying it must.
No, we're not saying it must. Exactly. We're not saying it must.
It gives a very good foundation for a long-lasting
It does
relationship.
actually, because much like you, Moyo, I mean, I grew up with boys. I've got 6 brothers, so
but I can understand why she has a male best friend. She has brothers.
Sorry?
I can understand why she has a male best friend. She grew up around guys. She has brothers.
Oh,
yes, I mean,
yes. Very understandable.
Yes, there's something. I mean, for me, like I grew up with six guys in the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of guys. So sometimes, yes, maybe I find it easier to understand guys. Yeah. Okay. So money, I think we have sorted, because that's like the big one. I think maybe we've actually really gone, and now all of us are speaking. But let's do drama. Let's do drama. Drama. Ha! Are you sure that the guys are not being stopped by the drama? I don't think guys like drama. So girls, can you speak about this?
Well, guys have drama as well.
They have drama. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the ladies one before we go to the guys.
Ladies have drama.
So tell me something.
I just don't know. Ladies are unarguably, we have drama. Ladies have drama that some guys cannot handle. Oh, like ladies just have. I just met somebody recently, and the guy told me that he has a child, but he's not married. And I asked, I said, why didn't you marry your
The girl.
baby mama. Yeah, he was like
Or maybe the mother.
that
It
he
may not be
just
that it's a big.
doesn't. I think it's the baby mother, Jare. He just said he doesn't want drama. I'm like,
Oh,
drama from who? Drama from the girl in particular, or what? That's why he's not in any relationship. That he doesn't want drama. He's okay with child. He doesn't want drama. I'm like, there's no how you can be with a lady and avoid any kind of drama.
It's
Because
not
there are
possible. Like
times that
it's like it's by default.
it
It's
can't
not.
happen.
It's in
Except
it.
you don't want to be in
I
a
want
relationship
to say,
at
guys, are
all.
you writing any comments on this? Please, you guys should put comments on this drama thing. So let's see. Okay, keep talking, ladies.
Is that saying you
You guys
feeling
are frozen on
happiness
my
in
screen.
one other person?
Uh-huh. Okay, that you're back. So Nina, you were saying?
If you want to avoid drama, that means you don't want to be in relationship.
Exactly.
Are
That's just how it is.
you sure
If you
every
say you don't
woman
want
is
drama in
that?
your life, we have drama. 5 minutes drama, even if it's the one that don't have drama at all. 5 minutes in a full year, they will display. They will display
Of
that
course.
thing. So
So,
it,
so you're
it
like,
you
guys,
can't
if
run away
drama is
from it.
what is stopping you, you have to just forget it. There is
Forget it. That
drama.
means you don't want. That means you don't want. You don't want. But the thing is,
So
find the
again,
drama
is
you
that
can handle.
your opinion as well? Does every woman, because you're looking like maybe you don't have drama?
The thing is, see, I feel like the way this thing works is, I will notice another woman's drama, but I don't know my own drama.
Your
So
own
that's how it works.
exactly.
Because
Yeah, that's how it is.
people have told me, Jane, you're dramatic. I'm like, how? Like, how am I dramatic? I don't get it. So, but I will notice another person's own. So, but the thing is, I feel like a woman is an art. You cannot escape it. Just find the dose of drama you can be able to
You
manage
can
and just
handle.
I
Exactly.
love
That's
that.
just it.
and then
That's
again,
just
drama
it.
is fun. It's a bit
It's
I mean
fun.
for the ones that are not extreme, it could be, it
Yeah.
makes it seem interesting.
Those
Like
are
don't
kind
have a
of drama
boring
that
person.
breaks your car or something.
No, it's
That
not
was
those
Ah,
destructive drama. No, no,
that
no,
one
not
is
those
that
ones.
one that one
Those
has
one, no, 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 no,
that
no.
one
That
drama
one
that
is
has
out of
one
it.
guy
That one is evil. That one is evil from the
evil.
pit of
Like one
hell.
guy
It's
breaks
evil.
something. No.
Why? Why are you
So that's why
destructive?
I said
Only the
find
devil
what works for
destroys.
you. Find the level of drama that you can handle and go with it. But you cannot avoid it unless you want to
And know
marry a
how to
dummy or
handle the drama.
an
If you
inanimate
know how to
object.
handle the drama, if you know the right buttons to press when that drama starts,
Exactly.
to
That's
quit
very
that
true.
drama, you will stay long. You will just last. You will last. So it's
That's
just
very
to
true.
that's just it.
To know
When
how
she
to handle
starts,
the person's
you know what to
drama.
say, you know where to touch, you know where to press, you know the things to do,
And the
and she
person
will
is okay.
laugh and forget about everything. That's just the end. That's the end.
Yeah.
So drama is inevitable, but just
It's
find
very
the one that you can
inevitable.
handle. Yeah,
So I
that's
like
just it.
that. You have to know the dose of drama that you can handle, because the truth is,
You can
ultimately, you're going
handle.
to.
And then understand
We're
the
talking about
person.
marriage here, so we're not just talking about short-term things. So
Yes.
it's somebody you're going to spend the rest of your
The
life
rest of your
with.
life.
So yeah, I like that. We should frame that word. Take the dose of drama that you can
You
handle.
can handle. Yes.
So
Yes,
Because
so
some ladies bring it in. Like
oh, I'm
they be
saying
like,
to well, Moyo's back in. So
okay.
before we wrap up, let's just go to the comments and see. So Oyafunke says, true talk. Another thing is whether the ladies you're interested in are of this school of thought. And I think that's with regards to money, because you ladies here, I mean, you're all fine. The person doesn't have to break a bank. You're reasonable. And I think to say something about that, I just feel like it's important to say this, because I don't know who is watching. Like for me, I said my husband and I served at the same time, so we were both, so whatever be the case, it meant that life started. But there
At the
was
same
something
time,
the lady
right.
said, and I feel that that's important. You have to see there are things that you see that point to how this person would handle life or handle finances, and it's important to see. You know, you don't want to end up with somebody who is lazy, you know, and
Yes,
that becomes a
definitely.
problem. So, but sometimes, and I, you know, as maybe as time goes on, I would, if we don't touch on it in the program, I'll find time to put something together. But there are things you can use to know, you know, how that guy would handle things in the future, and it's important you know it. You know, so there are some people you can see they don't have, you can't see the money immediately, but you can already tell that they will be fine
Yes.
because of the kind
Yes.
of attitudes they're putting up, you know, because of the way they already handle things, and because you can see that they are hard workers, you know. So it's important that you see that, so you don't just say, ah, yeah, let's go on without the money, and then in future you're wondering what happened. So then, you know,
No. That's
so
why I
the
said if you're able
your vision
to.
has to be clear. You have to see, okay?
Yes.
So I hope tonight, if you're a lady who has been struggling with this, that you just want an already made, you know, there are others here who are saying, yeah, it's possible to start life with someone and build from there. Ethel says, oh, you can't hear. Oh, how come we're back to this not hearing?
Wow.
Sure. Go out and come back in, Moyo. So Ethel says drama is a necessity, and that's it, you know. Drama is a necessity, not over drama, but yeah. Oh, Moyo, there's a question for you, so it's important that you're able to. Yeah, there's a question for her. Okay, so I think on a wrapping it up basis, let's see. Okay, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Oh, she's gone off again.
She's gone again.
Okay, I think on the final, let's talk a bit about shyness. Like some guys are really shy. What, you know, how can we help in this aspect of the shyness of a thing?
It's Jesus Christ that will help the person, because I don't even know how to say this one.
Oh my word, Nina. Yeah, are you trying
It's
to tell me
Jesus that will
there's no
help the
hope for the
person.
guy?
Ah, because we've already spoken about it being very awkward for the lady to make the move. So if a
Mm.
guy is then shy, I don't know how the person wants us to do it too. Because if we now make the move, that person go down and see himself like one lord. I'm one lord. Sorry, I like to you start to see
Yeah.
yourself like a lord that okay, now this girl come me irrespective of say I know he talk to her. Now she meets me, now she talk to me. Please, uncle, kill your shyness, drop it at the back and just come and make that move for that day. After you finish making the move, if you don't get what you want or you get what you want, you can wear your shyness back again. But you have to remove that thing. Nobody's going to help you. And all those
Oh.
guys that they have their friends talk for them. I really don't understand that thing. Yeah, speak for yourself. Don't you have a mouth? You have a
Mm.
mouth. So speak for yourself. I don't need to speak for you I be to me on your behalf. You know that my friend, he likes you. No, Uncle, come and talk. Don't be shy. God
Some
will help the
people are
person.
so
That's
Ha!
all I can say.
shy.
Nina is
Some
not even
people are
having mercy
so
on the
shy.
guys. Moyo, Moyo, is there hope for them from your angle on dealing with shyness?
Oh, for what?
For the guys,
I
the shy guys.
try for the try guys. What's your
Yes, now it's okay to be shy. I mean, I'm a very shy person too.
yeah?
So yeah, there's hope. Like, some people are really scared though. In fact, men seeing you sell, they'll think you probably just shout at them and call all the attention to yourself. What's the word? So embarrass them. So they would rather just put you
Yeah,
through a middleman,
yeah.
which is okay, really. Some people you have to get to know them, get like really comfortable around. It's fine.
Up
And
Moyo,
the,
speaking for the shy people. So there is hope. So in case you're a shy guy, if it's Nina's zone, she has finished the hammer on that person.
please come and talk.
Jane, how about you? You're just there smiling, so I'm wondering what's going on.
I'm just taking it in, but I know I mean everybody's shy. I'm shy as well. So, but I think the guys should be smart about it. You can have a wingman. You can look for other means to break the ice. So, as against approaching the person in like physically, you can find a way to reach out to them. Their social media, come on, like that's like the easiest angle.
Yes,
There
now.
was a guy
Mm,
and
Yeah,
I like a
true.
girl and I can't approach her. I'm not asking for your number. I can find your Instagram and I can message you. From
mm.
there, we can hit it off. Or I find a
Yeah.
mutual friend that you have. But to say that I'm seeing, I'm liking, you, I'm there waiting for you to talk to me, it's not
Miracle to
happen.
happen.
So get a wingman or look for a approach her not physically, like through the social media. I mean, or send an email or something. It's happening on Twitter. People are
Twitter,
hooking up
yes,
there.
very well.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
So don't let anything pass you by, you. Huh? That's what I would
But I
tell
like that. I
them.
mean, you've given really practical ways that a shy person
Yeah.
can, because it's amazing. Like um, you know, like Jane and I, we chat. So I would say that this is the first time in a long while that we are seeing face to face. But because you're doing those little chats, it just feels like you've been seeing that person. You understand what I
Yes.
mean? So it's
Yes.
it's it's a kind of like relationship still.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's what we are in these days. So there are a lot of people, and I think I don't know who we're talking about it with someone, and there are a lot of people. It's just maybe the social media, a little bit of like here, comment there, and all that. And when you see them, you just continue as if you've been seeing each other since. So I think
Yes.
that's a tip
Mm-hmm.
for you, the guy. So don't let shyness stop you at all.
Stop you.
And there
Yes,
was
so.
a question, Moyo, from Michael, who says, "Does your male best friend have a girlfriend?
Sorry, sorry, I didn't get.
Does your male best friend have a girlfriend?" Is the question.
I think he does. I don't think he's sure that he's the girl. So I don't know. But
He's not sure he's in a
Okay.
relationship.
that was the last thing he told me. He was like, he doesn't even know that he thinks she's the one dating him. So I don't know if
Okay.
he has a
That
girlfriend.
one is a whole kettle of fish. All right. I think we
My
have
mouth is open.
so we have touched as many things, guys. We've tried to, help. We've looked at things that we feel that's stopping you guys, and we're like, don't let it stop you. Don't let money stop you. The little dose of drama in life is not too bad. Just find the dose that you can cope with and shoot your shots. The ladies say, just
Yes,
go
so.
for it. Highest you'll be told no. No does not kill anybody, hopefully.
Doesn't.
It does.
And then
So
look in your
everybody should
circle,
be
no
glad to be
blindness. The person might just be the one that has been
Around
around
you.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and friend zoning sometimes is just a subtle way of, when a lady friend zones you, she's not saying she doesn't like you. She may not like you for
that
anything further,
reason.
but likes you enough to keep you as a friend. Yeah. Okay, and then we talked about human obstacles, and so sometimes, like with as Moyo said, in a practical and as an example, you just need to find out from the person what that relationship is, and then they will clarify, and you should just rest your mind. And for shyness, we have given you a wonderful tip. Use social media if you can't meet the person face to face, and then start from there. There are people who are married from internet dating and all
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yes, so just to wrap up, just remember at the end of the day, because every one of us who have spoken here, we're all children of God. And so we
Mm-hmm.
believe that the Lord helps with all this. It's a big decision to go with someone for the rest of your life. So while we're dealing with all this, we are also praying. And in fact, I remember in those days when people come to ask me, oh my goodness, the work I'll be thinking of is, this we don't know that I have to go and pray, because you really have to go and ask God about this thing, so I'll be like, oh, okay,
That's
when you
true.
ask, I'm like, oh. Then I go and I'm like, oh Lord, and you're praying and praying, and then you come back, and sometimes it's not good news. The only good news for the one
Mm-hmm.
person married, hallelujah. But for most, you just have to let them go, but at least you prayed, because ultimately they're your brother in the Lord. So, guys, when we say all this, when there's a yes or a no, it's not coming from a place of hatred. It's just
Mm.
that I cannot say yes. All right. So thank you so much for joining us for this episode. I really must apologize for the network. Unfortunately, there wasn't so much we could do, but at the end of the day, we finally made it. Oh, Moya's back. Oh, she has to be to say goodbye. So let's give a round of applause to Jane. Thank you very much for joining
Thank
us,
you,
Jane.
Em. Thank you. It was nice
And
meeting you,
thank
Moyo
you.
and Nina.
We see.
Nice meeting you too.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, Nina. And thank you, Moyo. Thank you so much for joining us. So have
You
a
guys.
good night, everybody. It's Friday. Enjoy yourself. Saturday, go for a walk. All right.
Good night.
Bye just now. And I think
Bye.
next week okay, I'll just say the next week will be the last episode of how to get married and stay married for the year. So you need to come and find out who our guests are. It's really going to be interesting.
Definitely.
So good night
Definitely.
just now. Thank you for joining us.
Good
Thank you for
night.
everyone. Thank you for all your comments and contributions. You guys really made it something. I can see all your thanks. Thank you. They said great one, guys. Thank you, Moyo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy your weekend, and see you next week for how to get
Bye.
married. Bye.
Bye.